Hi, everyone. I wanted to take a minute and read this passage to you in case you wanted to listen to me read it, or you could read it by yourself independently if you want. So, this is to support the video that you watched in the previous slide, but it's also to help practice finding the main idea and details of a text. So, I'm going to go ahead and read this to you and do a quick explanation for you. So, this is Valley Forge. The United States today has been a country for more than 200 years, but in 1777, many people did not think it would become a country. George Washington was a great leader who was leading the army. The army was fighting for independence. That winter was a time of challenge. George Washington and his army were living in a camp at Valley Forge. That was a good location. It was near trees so they could get wood to make fires to keep warm, and they could see far from a hill. That way they could see if the other army was coming to fight for them. That other army was the British. They had many more guns and supplies than Washington's army. Washington's army had little food. They had some blankets, but many of the soldiers did not have shoes or coats. George Washington kept encouraging the soldiers. He told them to be brave, that they were fighting for freedom. Some days it was so cold and snowy he himself worried, but he did not tell the soldiers that. He was very brave. The soldiers were not well trained. Many had been farmers before, so they did not know much about fighting. Washington used the time at Valley Forge to train them. He got help. A soldier from Germany came to Valley Forge. He was named von Steuben and he wanted to help. He organized a group of 120 leaders and showed them how to fight well. He showed the soldiers how to fight with guns. He showed them how to win a battle with the British. They trained, sorry, I lost my spot. They trained other soldiers. Soon the army was much better prepared. When spring came, some soldiers had died. The others were ready to fight. They fought for their freedom. George Washington led them to win the war, and the soldier who helped them, von Steuben, helped them to that victory. Today, Americans remember von Steuben with statues in many places. In Chicago, there is a high school named after that brave soldier. So the activity is asking you what the main idea of the passage is. So if you remember back to last week, what the passage is mainly about, and what you could find to help prove that main idea. So it says underline 5 sentences in the passage that support that idea. You certainly don't have to underline them. You could speak them out loud, you could write them down, but you would want these 5 sentences to be those walls that hold up the roof, which is that main idea. The sentences should support that main idea that you came up with. So I'll look forward to seeing what you came up with.